I thought I had created the obstacle course. I carefully arranged the cushions, stepping stones, planks and mats, and invited the children to explore. At that moment, I thought my role had been to create the experience. At first, that's exactly what they did. They climbed, they balanced, they moved carefully from one challenge to the next, exploring what their bodies could do. But then something changed. Two of the children began looking at the obstacle course differently. Instead of simply following what I had created, they began to move things. They had their own ideas. They moved the equipment, they tested their ideas, they repositioned pieces when something didn't quite work, and then they tried again. The obstacle course was no longer mine. Their thinking was beginning to shape the environment. And then something beautiful happened. Other children noticed what they were creating and began to join them. What had started as an obstacle course prepared by an adult had become something the children were creating together. And when I stood back and really watched, I realized how much learning was happening. There was collaboration, problem solving, spatial thinking, leadership, physical confidence. But perhaps most importantly, there was agency. They weren't simply using their environment, they were designing it. It reminded me that our role as educators isn't always to create the perfect invitation. Sometimes our role is simply to create the beginning and then to watch, to listen, to notice what the children do next. Because sometimes the most meaningful learning begins when children take our ideas somewhere we never expected.